Hello, awesome folks. I hope you're having an amazing day today. Today I thought it would be nice for me to do on my Monday, in which I dedicate the things on this channel in older RPGs, like Dungeons and Dragons, and it's some older stuff like war games too, like BattleTech, to knock out some modules. And so I thought after last week I did the first module ever published by TSR for the first edition, which was Gary Gygax's Steading of the Hill Giant Chief from 1978. I thought it would be fun for me to knock out the next one this week for you folks. And this is the Glacial Rift of the Frost Giant Jarl for you folks. It's much harder issues and such, and I really enjoy how people sort of leveled it up. It's also published for the first edition. It's by Gary Gygax too. It's also from 78, so let's get started. Cover art by David A. Trampier, which is different. It's a different David than the one I did the first one. The interior art is by four folks in this series for you folks. It's the second of the connected G1 through 3, followed by D1 through 3, and finished by Q1. The series made the top spot in the top modules overall in the 30th edition of the game in the Dungeon Masters. So that was fun, but it made it in the entire series, not just this specific module or even the G series. So here you're hired by local nobles to take out the local bad guys and so forth, or you can just get teleported here. If we did this directly after steading in the dungeons, you'll find a chain that'll teleport you guys here, and also gives you a map of the Jarl to the Glacial Rift. So there's an exterior and interior areas here too, and then higher and upper levels too. It's quite nasty, strong stuff. When I did this as a DM, my party would regularly go back and out and so forth. Had some really stuff to them, and when I played it as a player, the same thing happened. Too, it's definitely a harder module for you folks. It's nasty, strong stuff, like I mentioned. Before you're trying to find out again who is the bad guys who are behind this alliance of giants for you folks, and so you're trying to get these all together. When that is revealed in the next module, that reveal is so strong, so well done. I'm not going to ruin it for people if you haven't actually played these or heard of it before. Love it lots. All right, and then the next one for you folks is. Sorry, my phone's going back and forth. All right, here we go. Everything here in the module makes sense because it's like the home of the Frost Giants, right? So this is where Frost Giants hang out. So you're going to be running into their kids and their wives. You're going to be running into their pets like winter wolves, that sort of thing. Their workers, that sort of a thing. So there is a little bit of a, are you going to kill them or not, right? And so, these are people, but are their children going to be, right, evil powers and so forth? I think it's very strong stuff. There is some moral there's some moral interests in here, such here too. And it's also very different than other early modules, which oftentimes would typically just string beside random things in one room and beside it random things in another room. And when you start looking at it, you're like, how could those people live next to each other? Because they hate each other, right? And so why, for example, a tribe of orcs next to a tribe of like the undead or something like that, like why would that undead sit there, right, just not be attacking them, but just be waiting for you to come in? Or bugbears, something like that, right? All right, so this is written between the monster manual and the rule book as a break by Gary Gygax. Love it's richly, it's like only 8 pages long, but love how richly detailed it is, and that sort of a thing. In a small page, you can love it lots. It's easy to pick up. You can definitely grab it and be rocking and rolling as a dungeon master or as a player, and so forth. It's like I said, it's great stuff. 10 out of 10 for you folks all up and down the block. Get ready for it if you haven't run it. And I love this series too. So that's my quick review for you folks of the Glacial Rift of the Frost Giant Jarl. For you folks, it's the G2 from 78 too. Also by Gary Gygax. Love it lots. 10 out of 10. Have you played it? And if so, what did you think about it? Or did you run it as a Dungeon Master? What did you think about it? Or if you just read it and heard about it, what did you think about it? Love to hear about what your thoughts are about that in the comments below, whatever your thoughts are, but try to keep it spoiler free. Alrighty, so there you are. And then if you like this, there's going to be a lot more of these. I just did G1 last week. I did a lot of earlier things. I did the Assassins Not in a Secret Opponent Hill. I did a bunch of earlier stuff in the Back Me series, like X1, the Isle of Dread, and Castle Lambert 2. By the time I'm old, I love it lots. So if you like that stuff, you can check out those previews things, and then just check it out and let me know what you thought about it. Next week, I am going to finish out the G1, the 3 series, but then I'm not sure if I'll do the D1 through 3 next. I don't know. I'm not committing to it. So just let me know what you want me to do after we finish off with the Hall of the Frost Giant King. I'll be happy to take it out with you and such. And there you are. And if you like that, make sure you hit the like button, because there's going to be a lot more of these to follow. The bell icon too, to be notified of my videos. The subscribe button, and then let your friends know. And I try to do one of these older reviews every Monday, so if it's your thing, you're going to love that. Also, I also do on Wednesday video game reviews, typically of older things, as well as movies. I did my top 10 silent film films. Top 5 silent films on Friday. On Saturday, I did my review of the Doctor Who serial from the 60s. 65, The Rescue. I like those older things too, and I like to do 3 reviews a week of older things in the science fiction, fantasy, and horror genres. Yesterday, I did one in the 80s, in 88 for Weird Tales. By Keith Taylor, and that was a fantasy one. Tomorrow is a Lovecraft one, and on Thursday will probably be I did a sci-fi one, the one that just inspired the Thing films. Who Goes There by John Campbell. So I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing next. It might be Clark Ashton Smith. So we'll see. Alrighty. And there you are. So thank you so much for taking some time out of your day and investing in watching my videos, right? Because we all have so many things that are happening, right, in our lives, and we're pulled in so many different directions, right? So the fact that you spent this time with me, that's incredibly humbling, and I appreciate it so very, very much. And as a reminder, this channel is named The Worst Thing About New Books. It's a quote by a French philosopher, Jacques Schubert, who said that the worst thing about them was they kept us from reading the old ones. In this case, you're reading it and then playing it, but you get the ideas. Alright, and so there you are. Thanks again, and have an amazing day.